It's Kirsten, hey?
Yeah.
Kirsten. Okay, standing by. Kirsten, take one.
Hey, I'm Kirsten, and I'm learning how to slow down my life and just become a little more present in everyday's living.
Kirsten, talk us a little bit about slowing down.
So it came from last week, actually. And I experienced my first stint of burnout. And that came from my people-pleasing tendencies to say yes to many things and thinking that I'm worthy because I am saying yes. And that level of responsibility gives me purpose. And I quickly learned last week that I need to start shifting things in my life if I really want to live a joyful life. Yeah.
So, I was thinking I'm also a bit of a people pleaser and struggle immensely with saying no.
Mm-hmm.
What sort of helped you navigate that? The warm no.
I don't think I figured it out yet. But I'm learning that I'm allowed to change my mind. So sometimes I still catch myself saying yes to all the things. And then afterwards I'm like, oh no. And then I go back and I'm like, maybe I don't have the capacity for this right now. So just to be a lot more friendlier with myself. And yeah, I'm learning to speak to myself and about myself like my best friend. We're like, okay, Kirst, maybe you don't have to say yes to that one, or does it actually feel good in your body? Or are you just saying yes because you don't think there's another option? And when I do change my mind, I realize that people have so many other ways to figure something out that I'm not that important. Yeah.
Has it been quite free in realizing that you're not that important?
It has. And it's also, I think, opened up another kind of void or emptiness inside of me, because then I'm like, now what? So in the slowing down and in the trying to be present, it's coming back to, so what is my heart actually saying? Am I listening to Kirsten, or that little piece of God that's in all of us? Am I listening to that? Or is it just my conditioning of, you're here to help and you need to help no matter what. And if you don't, then you're not a good enough person.
Where does that conditioning come from that you have to help?
I've sat with this for a bit because it's been coming up a lot recently. And it's how I grew up. If I look back at my mom and at my grandma, like our whole maternal line, I see they have the same tendencies of giving and giving and giving. And yeah, I guess the family life and family structure is changing so much from what it was traditionally like, where the women are needing to give more of themselves because they feel that maybe they can't be there financially, or are not able to support financially, so I have to make up in all these other ways. So I'm slowly starting to recognize how my just being here and my presence is okay. Yeah.
And then going back to this sort of slowing down, how are you finding that in a world nowadays where we are bombarded with information overload, that you, if you're not part of the hustle culture, like you're not succeeding?
I tried something for Lent. I did a social media detox. So I uninstalled the apps and I haven't yet reinstalled them. And that's really helped me to slow down also the comparison of, oh, this person's doing this, I should be doing that or that. And that's helped me to, again, go into myself and be like, okay, so what are we actually doing here? But it's really honestly taking the time in every moment to not rush and ask yourself, is it necessary? So I find myself doing that a lot more. And when I am in meetings, I still find that busyness because it comes, it's so ingrained. It's like, oh yes, I can do that. I'll take that on. Don't worry, I'll do it. And then after the meeting, I'm like, oh shit. And then I'm like, okay, so this is not necessary. That's not necessary. Let me go back and have a conversation with our team leader. I may have taken on too much. I'm sorry about that, but I'm learning how to say no. Like, can you support me? Can we support each other in this? So yeah, it's coming to hard conversations.
And is that desire to take things on, do you think that's coming from a place of where you're trying to get your validation from?
Yeah. Because if I do a good job, then that person's going to be proud of me. And it's like, yes, good job, Kirst. But actually, at the end of the day, I'm like, I don't actually know what I did, Like, what was the impact of that? So I really just want to live a more slower, present, impactful life on a community level rather than worldly.
And what sort of tools are you incorporating in your day-to-day life to bring in that sort of slowing down of everything?
I used to have a very rigid morning routine that I kind of created myself. It's called MVP, so it's meditation, visualization, and prayer. But then I realized that it was becoming more of a crutch because when I wasn't doing it, I felt disorientated. So I tried to, before I get out of my car, take a moment. What type of energy do I want to go into the shop with or go home with or go to this place with? As you walk into the door, okay, how can I be kinder in this space? So it's just kind of checking in with myself more often. How can I be the best person in this space, not neglecting how I'm feeling in that moment? Because we're not always going to feel good and we're not always going to feel like we want to be kind. But then how do I not let someone else feel that? Yeah, it's constantly questioning also myself.
And how do you naturally, what sort of energy do you naturally bring into a new situation? Or say, for example, like today where you're coming into quite a new unknown space, what sort of energy naturally shows up for you?
At first, it is the nervousness. I think that will always kind of be the first feeling that comes up. But then the minute I come into the space and I'm grounded, like the best way to not feel scared or nervous for me is to connect with other people. Because the minute we start getting vulnerable and be like, oh, you're also nervous. Okay, cool. We're nervous together. Then it kind of lessens a little bit. And I find that in many situations, the minute we start speaking as people, we start relating as people, it feels safer rather than, okay, I'm going to sit here and wait. You're going to sit there and wait. Now we're both nervous and we both know we're nervous. And it just makes you more anxious. So yeah, relating to people and just smiling, greeting, and being honest.
And then lastly, I've been speaking to my son, my son's 7, lately a lot about intention. And like inside of us, at the base of everything we do, there's an intention. And it's generally either fear or love. Which one do you find that you naturally come from in situations in life? Is it sometimes out of fear or is it mainly out of love?
Honest answer is fear. Because I'm still programmed to be that people pleaser, to fear that if I'm not accepted, I'm not good enough. So that's still the base intention, but I'm slowly learning how to override that and bring love into it and just honor the other human and honor myself in that situation.